Hello and welcome into the Weekly Warrior Preview. I'm your host, Donette Logan. A different type of backdrop today. We're at the Dauphin Island Sea Lab with some honor students from Thompson Middle School. Most of these students are also athletes. We'll have details on that later in the show. Also, meet a senior cheerleader who tells us what it's like to have her sister next to her on Friday nights. Coach Mark Freeman joins us and details on Hoop Fest and a whole lot more after word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ann Artavino, and I'm happy to share that we're providing oral appliance therapy for patients with obstructive sleep apnea. This is an FDA-approved appliance, so call us today for more information.
Brooklear Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy offering competitive prices on prescriptions, hormone replacement therapy, compounding, medical equipment, and immunizations. Brooklear Health Mart Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the best health care for our community.
Go Warriors!
Authentic Mexican cuisine right here in Alabaster. Combined with Sneaky Pete's hot dogs, this is a great place to stop in for a bite to eat. Online ordering and delivery is available at our Alabaster location.
Since 1980, Mr. Bug's Pest Control has remained one of Alabama's top pest control companies. From residential to commercial, we always strive to embrace our industry's latest and most current technology. We provide our customers peace of mind by knowing their pest and termite control needs are met. At Total Roofing, we understand the importance of a sturdy and reliable roof. Whether you're dealing with roof repair, restoration, shingle replacement, storm damage, or a pesky roof leak, we've got you covered. Call Total Roofing at 205-432-8395.
Hello, welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview, where we are at Dauphin Island with some honor students from Thompson Middle School who are also athletes. We'll have more of them coming up. But first, home field advantage. That's what the Warriors have for round one of the playoffs. They will face the third seed out of Region 1 on November 8th. But first, they have to get past newcomer Prattville. The voice of the Warriors, Matthew Warrior, has more.
Warrior fans, what an exciting week it is for the entire Warrior family. Why is that? Well, because it's senior night. This senior night's going to be fun, but it's also going to be very bittersweet. Why is that? Well, we're going to say goodbye to a lot of outstanding seniors who've provided a lifetime of memories. Friday night's contest brings Prattville to Warrior Stadium. It'll be their first time in Warrior Stadium as Region 3 foes, and it should be a very exciting evening. Then we look forward to the playoffs. Right now, it looks like Daphne will be our first round opponent. That's a good thing. Why is that? Well, because if you think back to May of this year, they were our spring game. We've played them once before, and we're familiar with them. That will give our coaching staff and our team film to work with and a lot of confidence going into that game. Enjoy senior night, and always go Warriors.
When we come back, Coach Mark Freeman joins us to talk about the regular season and the playoffs. Plus, meet a senior cheerleader who tells us what it's been like cheering for Thompson. Details on Hoop Fest, and details on us being in beautiful Dauphin Island with honor students. That and a whole lot more after a word from our sponsors.
Buddy's Barbecue, a family-run staple in Alabaster since 1976. We make barbecue the old-fashioned way and serve it with our handmade sides.
From the class of 89.
From 87.
From 83. First state champs.
Always a Warrior.
Better Lawn and Gardens. We're located right here in Alabaster. We specialize in weed control and fertilizing, landscape lighting, lawn maintenance, and landscaping. We love serving our neighbors in Alabaster. Reach out for your free quote.
Go Warriors!
Hi, I'm Jacob with Duck Doctor USA. If you would like a healthier home, give us a call today at 205-980-0800 or check us out on the web at duckdoctorbirmingham.com.
Duck Doctor says, Go Warriors!
Shelby Fence Company is a name you can trust for outstanding fencing services in Shelby County and the nearby areas. We are the preferred contractor for fence installations, and you can depend on Shelby Fence Company to provide superior fencing and gate options, including chain link, aluminum, and wood.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. We're in Dauphin Island with honor students who are also athletes. One of those being Ansley. Ansley, you're a cheerleader and an honor student. How do you balance academics and athletics?
I've learned that in school, I really have to take
the use of my school time and classes so I can get all my homework and extra work done because I don't have time for all the other work out of school because I have practice right after school and then tumbling lessons directly after that.
So a busy day for you, and you've learned a lot from our older warriors, one of those being Molly Gentry. What do you think about Molly?
I think she's very sweet. She really likes to help people, and she's a really good person.
That she is, and Molly's hoping she leaves the impact on warriors like Ansley before she leaves Thompson High School. I'm with one of our co-captains, Molly Gentry. Molly, something I like about you is that you cheer your sister. Mm-hmm. What has that been like for you guys to be out there together?
It's definitely a little weird. We do get in some arguments sometimes, but it's really fun to get to share that with her. She's like my best friend, so it's a really good experience for us, especially I know it's cool for our parents to kind of see us working together, so it's a lot of fun.
Is there any competition between you guys when it comes to cheer?
No, I think we kind of like to see each other succeed, so it's really cool, like whenever she gets something and that I get to watch her enjoy that, so.
I was asking you what you like to do away from cheer, and you're involved in your church. Talk about what you do with the student team.
Okay, I go to Church of the Highlands, so all of our students are really involved there. We like to connect with others and just seeking people that we can bring into the church. So it's really cool to be able to kind of be a leader in that, speaking at midweeks and stuff sometimes and just getting really involved. Yeah, I did a summer internship program there this summer, and we just got to do just even more and just seeing ways we
making an impact, which is awesome to do. Your internship, what was your title? What did you do all?
It's kind of just like an equal. We all were just kind of working together. It kind of was just a way that we could learn more. That way we can go into this next season just really stepping up, so into our schools and stuff. So.
Now, when I see you on Friday nights on the sidelines, you are always smiling, ear to ear. Doesn't matter what is going on. How do you keep that energy up the whole game?
Well, I love football games. It's kind of like gets me all giddy. So it's really exciting for me to be on the sidelines. I love to be on the sidelines. It's the best. So.
Talk about the pep rallies. I know you enjoy those too. What is that like being a senior this year and watching just it all kind of come to an end?
Mm-hmm. It's really cool. We all have certain spots we sit in the pep rally, so it's really cool to be able to make it to the senior section. But it's really fun. We are all super close in our class, so it's really cool to see everyone just having fun.
Now, as you graduate and get ready to leave Thompson, when someone says, "Do you remember Molly who cheered at Thompson?" What do you want them to say?
I'd like them to say that I was just fun, hopefully that I got them excited to go to football games and stuff. So, yeah, I just want to be able to be known as a really fun, exciting person.
I think you'll be known as the one who always smiles on the sidelines constantly. Molly, thank you so much, and best of luck. Emma Ramey joins us now, who is a Warriorette. Emma, your first year as a Warriorette. What's been your favorite part?
I love being on a team to show my school spirit and show how much I love being a Warrior. But I also love my teammates because we help each other out and we're out and we work really hard when performing to show how much we work to learn, and we just love to show our school spirit and culture.
You guys do a phenomenal job on Friday nights for the football games. Now get ready for competition season. Visual ensemble is in her blood. Anna, your sister, co-captain for the Color Guard, and an entire Marching Center Sounds just wrapped up competition in Pell City. We had superior ratings, best in class, and most entertaining. To the courts where basketball season will tip off for the Warriors November 11th. But before then, they want you to come trick-or-treat with them. So we have a big event coming up, Thompson, Hoop Fest. It's become a yearly event, and Coach Dickens with us. It's an exciting event for you guys.
Yes, looking forward to it. It'll be my first year here doing it. Hopefully it'll be a great event. I think it's a big thing for a lot of our kids in our community.
And it kicks off the season for you guys.
Yes, it's going to be hosted on October the 29th. We'll have a bunch of kids dressed up in Halloween costumes. We'll have a bunch of games and events. I think we have a record number of games and events and clubs that want to participate. So hopefully we can have a record number of people come out and enjoy the experience and hopefully get to see a preview of our basketball team.
I was about to say that's one of the biggest things is they get to kind of see a preview of the men's and women's basketball teams from middle school and high school and kind of get an idea, kind of meet you guys a little bit too.
Yes, we'll have our players there. They'll introduce themselves. We'll have them meet a lot of the kids in the community because the biggest thing of Hoop Fest to me is it's an idea or an aspect in which the young kids can meet the older ones, and it's good for our old kids to be a good role model and positive example to those younger kids in our program.
You know, that's something I've liked about the basketball program at Thompson is that you guys, it's not just what they do on the court, you want them to be role models in the community and be involved. Why is that important to you guys?
To me, it's important because I grew up in a small community, and having positive people for you to look up who you see every day is a lot more important than seeing people on TV screens or stuff, people that you've never met before.
Yeah.
And it's normal to have someone you look up to. I think for a lot of young boys, they look up to their dads when they're younger, and for a lot of young girls to try to be like their mothers when they get older. And this is just an opportunity for them to see people, that they could want to be one day.
And I know Grant Hopkins, when he played here, my son was in elementary school, middle school, and he looked up to Grant. And so these guys have more of an impact than they realize they do, and, these younger athletes. Now, your team is a young team, but they have some grit and iron to them. They want to win. Talk about this team and what you've kind of seen as you've come in here this year.
Our team has tasted a lot of experience on the regional floor, and I think it just comes with being at Thompson, being part of a great school, is wanting to win blue maps, and that's the standard. It's try to win it, or it wasn't a complete success. And I think that's why our kids push themselves. It's why we share so many athletes. It's why they bleed from one sport to the next. It's why they care for each other. It's why they have a very strong bond. It's what makes this place so special.
Now, obviously, the goal is always to win a championship, but as a coach, I know the goal is so much more for these athletes. What do you want them to walk away this season learning and knowing?
More important for me winning any championship is taking young boys and then turning them into men. And that means being good fathers, that means being good husbands, and that means being good employees. And that's what we try to do. And the number one aspect of that is understanding that yourself doesn't come first. When you work for a company, the job comes first. When you have a wife, your wife comes first. When you have children, your children come first. And that's the first step from going to a boy to a man that we hope to teach our kids here at this school.
And coaches have a big impact on athletes. I don't think people realize that sometimes parents can say something, but when coach says it, it comes across a lot different, and they listen to you guys more.
Yes, and hopefully we do a good enough job of being good role models for our students to try and be great, young men. We try to reinforce a lot of those same aspects their parents want to. I think sometimes they get in that teenager age, the parents all of a sudden become dumb or something, for lack of a better term. But then all of a sudden they realize their parents were actually guiding them in the right direction.
Yeah, it's the know-it-all phase.
Yes, the know-it-all phase, I guess.
So Hoop Fest, October 29th, here in the arena.
Yes.
Bring your family, your kids, let them dress up. They trick-or-treat, see games, and they can kind of see all the teams in action, a little preview for them. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
No problem. Thank you very much.
This season.
Thank you.
My sister Savannah joins us now, and this is why I'm on this trip at Dauphin Island. Savannah, what's next on the show?
We have Coach Mark Freeman and the deal on the Warriors.
Clothing, shoes, accessories, and gifts. G&G Loft has all that and more. We also offer a full line of Merle Norman makeup. Come let our staff help you pick the perfect piece just for you.
Hi, I'm David Stevenson, owner of SRS 10 Graphics. Our number one objective at SRS is providing you with the best products and services available. Visit our website and see why we don't say we're the best, our customers do.
Classic Nail Spa is proud to be one of the best nail salons in Alabaster. We will provide excellent service with all the new trends. Come relax and pamper yourself with us today.
Go Warriors!
Let's take back this yard!
Hold on, soldiers. There's an easier way to deal with mosquitoes and ticks. Wayne's Pest Control offers modern solutions that are safe and effective, so you don't have to battle them alone. It's best to just call Wayne's Pest Control.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. The Warriors have home field for round one of the playoffs, something head coach Mark Freeman says will help them on and off the field.
I can't say I learned anything. I knew they were fighters. I know that we had, tremendous desire to win the game. We did everything within our control to win the game. It's just another one of those games that you come down to the end of the game, you go to overtime, and for whatever reason, those games have not gone our way. I'm believing that we're saving up the good ones for the end. And but no, I'm proud of our players. Our coaches worked, endless hours last week, and our players had great practices. And it's just, you don't understand the journey sometimes, but you just saddle up this week, go to the next one, and got a good team coming in here. They're an undervalued team. Prattville is a really good football team. When you take the record out of it, like Hillcrest was. Hillcrest had probably one of the top talented teams we've played as far as athletes. And this team's the same way. They got athletes on the field, a lot of team speed. And so we'll get better this game. We got to play good, like I said. But it's that last game of the season. We need to play this one, get a few days to get some of our players fully feeling better. Some of our kids are playing hurt. That's football. But no, I'm proud of our kids. I thought we played truthfully well enough to win the game. It just didn't turn out that way. To keep adding layers to who we are on offense, we're getting better every week. We had a lot of young guys that had never played varsity football. We had some guys that was on the varsity last year that didn't play a lot. So it's just a matter of those guys in this region, and with Grayson and Clay as your off weeks, you don't ever have that week to say we're going to play a lot of kids and get ourselves better. And we pretty much play the kids that have great practice weeks, and all of our kids have had a great week this week of practice. And so they need to practice well if you expect to play well. And so, we value practice. We watch film every night. So I think we're getting better offensively. I think defensively, we do a good job defensively. There's areas in defense that are starting to glare a little bit that I think we need to work on, and we have worked on that, and we'll get that better, and we'll be our strongest I think we've been all year when we go to playoffs. I think we're better in some areas. I think that there's some areas we have to get better at, and what's a little bit disturbing, let's say, is the areas I thought we would be really strong at going into the season over the course of, especially the 3 games that we've lost. We've had some glaring issues, and I'm not going to go into really what they are, but they were in areas that I thought was our strength of our team going into the season. So we've got to get those things better. It's just a matter of preparation, doing what you're supposed to do as a player, as a one of 11 guys on that field. We have to do that. If we don't do that, then we're not a football team. And you never can have the situation it's me over we. Football is a team sport, and I'm not saying that we got people that don't, but there was areas I thought we would be really strong in that I didn't put a lot of concern into, and we've got to get those areas better. If we don't get those areas better, then it's going to be nip and tuck. But if we get those areas where they're supposed to be, then we got a chance to be a really good football team.
It's now time for the DL on the Warriors. Congrats to the girls' JV cross-country team. They took home first at the Northridge Invitational. Delaney Paganelli, an 8th grader on varsity, had a top 5 finish. Congrats to volleyball's Ava Roberson. She was just named to the ABCA watch list. And bowling season is underway. You can catch the bowling team on the 29th at 4 o'clock at Oak Mountain Bowling Lanes as they face Pelham. That's going to do it for us here on the Weekly Warrior Preview. A big thanks to Thompson Middle School's Honors Science class for letting me attend this field trip with them. And a big thank you to our sponsors who make this show possible, and each of you for watching us each and every week. As the Prattville Lions get ready to come to Warrior Stadium, these ladies have one thing to say.
Go